My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 20 and the final part of the Imperium Surrectum campaign as Romans.
I regret to announce this is the end.
And our aim is to take these two settlements, take Oscila there, and then push these Massilians a bit further back, and then make some advancement here as well. Hopefully push the Carthaginians from these islands altogether. But let's see. And if we are really adventurous, we might make a ship and hire a mercenary army here in Brundisium and try to grab some land from Epirus, with whom we are at war. So let's see. That's quite a lot. Oh, I almost thought that I forgot to fight the battle there, but yeah. It's quite a lot to do in one episode, and I'm thinking that I should try to kind of wrap things up as neatly as possible, as this is the final episode of this series. And at the end of the video I'm going to give some short comments and my opinion about this mod. And this actually worked out exactly as planned. So we have kind of the defender's advantage. We have kind of two young men slugging it out here. So let's try to take out the reinforcements first, coming directly from our back, and then let's hit that enemy main army.
That army comprises a full
Okay, so it's raining, which of course is not most likely the optimal solution for our missiles. There is some small elevation here. Let's try to utilize that to our advantage.
units! Double time! Infantry! Starting! Units! Missiles! Missiles! Units! Units! Hold your units! Double time!
And I think we will send our cavalry units to deal with the enemy reinforcements.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Double time!
Oh, that's actually quite far off. Well, let's hope we can grab him before he can join the rest of the army.
Units! Cavalry! Units! Double time! Cavalry! Units! Cavalry! Hurry! Cavalry! 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 Units! Attack quickly!
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with fear.
Okay,
Now he flees
can we
the
actually
field
grab
like
him?
a coward.
Units!
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
So only the
Quickly!
general is still trying to get away with one bodyguard.
Great God,
Okay, good.
be praised. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Time to get
Units!
the cavalry units
Units! Move!
into flanking positions. Is that actually missile cavalry? Okay, it's not.
Cavalry! Units! Units! Hurry! Hurry! Cavalry! Cavalry!
Perhaps we could surprise that unit here. Let's try that out. Okay. Yep. Oh. That's not good.
Infantry! Unit! Cavalry! Unit!
They are clearly going after our right flank here.
Cavalry! Cavalry!
And perhaps we could hit these skirmishers with our cavalry. And I think it's time to bring some of the infantry to the right flank and then hit the enemy general with some of our infantry. Okay, good. Those guys are starting to break. Let's bring missile units into position. Oh. Statis are broken.
Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too. The enemy general is
Okay, good.
slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Engage! Unit! Move! Unit! Double time! Unit! Unit! Formation!
Okay, good. They are starting to break.
Missile! Attack quickly! Unit! Charge!
And it shouldn't take too long until the battle is finished.
The gods be
Okay,
praised.
nice.
The enemy's hearts are full of
We got a city and we wiped out. I think this is actually their strongest army. And I guess there won't be too many survivors. Excellent.
Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly
This was nice.
Victory!
And some money will always be nice. Okay, Volsini needs a new governor, or at least some kind of garrison. Perhaps a bit lower taxes as well.
Imperator. Orders.
And I think we will leave some of these units behind.
Forward.
Oh. We're going to need some more units there, but at least we can get some income.
Sir. Orders. 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 Leaving the
Okay.
orders. Attack.
Oh,
Orders. Orders. Imperator.
well.
Yes, Master. Spying.
I should have moved the cavalry first, so we could have begun the siege this turn already.
Orders.
And now the question is, do we move to help out here? Perhaps this unit will be enough to dishearten the enemy.
Yes, Master. Spying.
Sir.
Okay, we have some mercenaries available.
Besieging settlements, sir.
Okay, and the gates are open. I think we will just assault. With some luck, taking this settlement will force that besieging army to lift the siege and move on.
Take up the shield. Grasp the spear. Sharpen
Let's
the sword.
try to get a bit
This is
clearer
your destiny.
weather.
And
And I think
thus done.
speed is of the essence in here. So let's try to get those principes through the gates as fast as possible, followed by some hostilities. Okay. So it seems they were rather well prepared for this kind of battle. And I don't really like that.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well
Snowstorm
this day. The walls are taken.
effects here. And these swordsmen are actually putting up quite a fight. Let's see if we could sneak past them. Okay, that was nice. And time to bring in the main force. And I really don't like this blizzard here. And actually, as they most likely have missiles, let's bring the mercenaries to the front. Oh, it seems that those Hastatis are getting some beating.
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
And let's hope our cavalry can catch up with them.
Gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Let's start infantry! Let's start it! Quickly! Let's start it! Let's start! Let's start! Let's start! Charge!
And I think this should be it rather soon.
Orders completed.
This is a heroic victory!
Okay.
Worthy of Roman arms!
Fair enough.
Victory!
Okay, and some extra money is always welcome. And let's actually get rid of these. I guess we have one in here as well.
Easy money. Come on.
Okay, and let's see. We could get a shrine to Saturn, Rhodes, and this elite tax. I guess the culture here is, yeah, really strongly unfavorable for us. But as it is, we are making rather good progress in here. Let's see if we could have this settlement staying rather happy. And Deciatium looks rather ripe for taking, and I think we will hire mercenaries if they are available. We could train troops in Rome, but I don't think so. Of course, well, this guy actually could become the general leading the assault against the Greeks, and for that, of course, some extra troops will be quite nice, and then we will need to have that ship. And let's see, So these guys are still staying in there. I think we dare to auto-resolve this one. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Most definitely shouldn't have done that. And the people there are really kind of aggressive towards us. I'm just wondering why that might be.
Sir, General. Ready to sail. Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Well, let's see if we can bring some extra reinforcements at some point. That would be nice.
Sir. Yes, Captain.
All of the troops are just so expensive. But we should be converting. No, I won't be making that one. So let's make a quick check of the cultural situation. So this should be converting. This, on the other hand, is not. This one is clearly. Syracuse should be. Okay, so it's an Italic province already. Good. And here, this is Italic province. So how much culture? It's causing some unrest, but situation is improving, and neighboring regions there is already some Italic areas here. This is becoming Italic, and this should affect these as well. So I guess we will try to hoard a bit of a bank, so that at some point we could get those mercenaries coming. And, well, why to take mercenaries when you can take some good, honest Romans? And we perhaps have some reinforcements on the move, or then not. Well, apparently not. Let's get these guys going so that we can get a bit better guys to the front. Okay, and let's finish the turn and avoid auto-resolving battles in the future. Oh, that's quite an expenditure at the moment, most likely military. And now they are making their move. So that's going to be a really interesting battle. Let's see if they will attack next turn. And of course we will need some additional defenders there. Okay, we are still making a bit of money, but just a bit.
Orders? Besieging settlement, sir.
Okay, the gates are open, so let's head for the battle. And after this, I think this flank is secure enough.
The omens have been better.
And once again, it's raining. Okay, good.
Units, on my order! Infantry! Units!
And once again, the
Fire! Cavalry!
Drinky Bees
Units!
should be the first ones to hurry.
General! At the double! Units! Hurry! Hurry! Cavalry! Units! Units!
So basically that's infantry spearmen.
Missiles! We're under attack!
Oh, not good.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Unit General! Move! Move!
Towers that close to the gate should be kind of forbidden.
Unit! Move! Move! Missile! Unit! Cavalry! Unit! 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 General! Cavalry! Units! Double time! Units! Units! Double time! Infantry! Infantry! Units! Double time! Unit General! Quickly! They're attacking us! They're attacking us!
Those guys clearly have a bit longer range than we do. Then again, their missiles are spent, and if it was not them attacking, it would be our turn. And that should be it pretty much.
The enemy king lies dead at your feet.
Oh, that was enemy king. Okay, nice.
Demands victory from her general.
Some casualties, but it's okay. So, mission accomplished in this front.
This land is Roman!
And let's get some buildings coming. And they are happy enough.
Your honor.
So I think we will get
General!
at least the general and some of the heaviest troops to Cherkeste, so we have kind of a garrison city there. And here, well, things are coming together, and I was right about the troops there. They did withdraw, and then we need to leave some kind of a garrison in here and bring the rest of the troops. Oh, whoops, I think I took a bit too much. So some more troops there to reinforce the garrison. And here, Deciatum. Well, let's try the auto-resolve once more. Okay, that was kind of acceptable. Oh, and we have full enemy army coming towards us. And that, of course, is not a good thing. Can we actually hire some mercenaries? Because I think we might need them.
General! Move out!
Okay, and here... Let's see what will happen. And our armies are beginning to be in place here. Let's see if we can find a coastal city somewhere around here. Well, apparently not. Okay, there. Olbia, Sardinia.
Empirical, march!
And let's send a scouting party. Okay, a rebel settlement. That's interesting. Neapolis, Sardinia, and Sulki. I think we will hit that first. Can we hire some mercenaries? Is the question now, and of course let's get rid of that one. And I think we have a couple of... Oh, this city doesn't have one, but I think Deciatium does have. So, mercenaries will be taken, and then let's see how many troops we need to leave behind. Okay.
Prepare for battle! Besieging settlement, sir! Besieging settlement, sir!
And then from Rome,
Sir! Sir!
this army will get ready. Oh, they are moving quite slowly, to be honest. Perhaps we could set sail from Arpai. So let's get the fleet going there. And
Fleet ready!
we have some reinforcements. I think these have to be enough for Karalis, because we kind of need some defenders here as well. And the culture penalties are going down, so we can raise taxes a bit. I'm a bit worried about having enough income as it is. But I think we will find out soon enough. By the way, how is the cultural conversion going on north here? Okay, not so well there, but here actually rather nicely. I'm just wondering why these regions are not counted for neighboring regions, but I guess there is some good reason for that. Okay, so let's finish the turn and see what will happen. Oh, we have actually quite a few additional family members. Let's get this one join the army there. I guess that one can stay there, just in case. Okay, so those have been moved, and we are ready to continue. Oh, and we have some reinforcements. I'm just wondering, are these city's growing so that we just don't have enough garrison in there, or what's the problem? Or don't they like winter, or...
Sir!
Your Honor, on my way. Moving.
rather expensive to repair those.
Imperator. General. Orders. Imperator.
Okay, it seems they are happy now. And
Attack!
okay, I guess this area here is relatively stabilized. Let's get rid of at least some of these mercenaries. They're a bit too expensive. And perhaps we could get some... Oh, there is unrest in here. Perhaps some rebels. So let's get at least some of the troops going to other regions. And we really could use the money, so let's charge.
This morning we took the...
For once it's not raining.
Units! Units! Move! Move!
Infantry!
Understood! Units! Hurry!
Missile!
Hurry! Cavalry! Missile! Unit! Unit! General! Unit! Cavalry!
And once again I think the
Units!
mercenaries should take the lead.
Landing position! Landing position! Units! 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 Fire! Unit, General! Unit!
So there are 3 defending units, some Libyan light infantry and 1 Kaitrati infantry, all of them being light.
Missile! We're being attacked! We're under attack!
Okay. So, 1 Libyan light infantry was practically able to wipe out a unit of Hastati
Soldiers have reached the gates with the battery.
with missile weapons alone.
Our soldiers are at
is
the
wrong.
walls. Now they must batter a way through. Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate. Roman military
Well,
engineering
we
triumphs
wiped
once
out
more. The walls are down.
one of
Order
their
your men
units
on to
practically...
victory.
Oh, these are archers.
Understood!
And I used them to... Well. this didn't go exactly as planned.
Units! Move!
Infantry! Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Units! Double time!
So, one of our units got wiped out by one of the enemy units, and practically that enemy unit got wiped out by all of the missiles from our units, excluding that archer unit. Sounds fair, but I guess that's what you get from playing with this difficulty.
Hostile! Missile! Hostile! Hostile! Missile!
This is a rather dramatic music. Perhaps we should pull back a bit. Because that way we could lure the enemies out from the city square. Okay, let's see if we can lure these guys out from the city square a bit farther. Okay, apparently they don't like to join the fray.
The enemy general is running away.
Okay, nice.
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle,
So the quality old tactics of using cavalry, hitting the enemy in the back, still works. And soon another rather hard settlement to control acquired. Okay,
Rome demands victory from her general.
nice.
Victory! Settlement captured!
Some extra income. It's nice. And let's try to get the settlement to produce at least something. And that's our next target. Here, while this army heads to Olbia, Sardinia, and most likely we need to get across.
Set sail! Set sail!
I would venture to guess that
Set sail!
there are at least some settlements on the island here. Yeah, Aleria. So that's going to be the next target for this army. And
Sir! Ready
okay,
to sail!
so I think we have a turn. Let's see what will happen. Oh, and actually I think that spy should go quite a bit more south
Ready to ambush!
so that we can scout ahead some places to attack. Oh. If we want to keep this settlement, I think I need to fight this battle. And that's not to say that we can keep it with this battle, but I think we can retake it quite a bit easier.
Units! Await my orders!
Only one battering ram,
Infantry!
but I think nonetheless we will organize the defense here in the middle of the city. I think the risk of the army breaking would be just too great. The army is experienced, but quite a few of the units are rather depleted.
The walls are no longer ours! The enemy have taken them!
Had we had stone walls, I think the defense would have been quite a bit easier. And I guess this model is not yet completely finished. Okay, so we have incoming. Might be that they are outnumbering us so heavily that we cannot make any fancy flanking maneuvers with the missile units.
Missile! Units! Fire at will!
So let's just fire at will.
Infantry! Unleash! Missile! Attack!
The enemy general flees! Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too! Your general
They
now lies
took
dead
some
because of his
casualties,
foolishness.
but
His men will lose heart.
the outcome is rather clear. Too bad. I'm not actually fully convinced that we can take the settlement back.
Defeat is bitter indeed for any Roman.
Perhaps with some mercenaries it could be doable. Well, let's try to get it back.
Moving.
We have at least some money.
Imperator. Forward. Engage the enemy. Besieging settlement, sir. Besieging settlement, sir.
And we can have some mercenaries there.
Aye, Captain. Set
Okay,
sail.
there is a rebel settlement as well.
Set sail.
That's good to know.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Fleet ready. Aye, 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 Captain.
And these guys are still not brave enough to attack. Okay, but these mercenaries have a priority
Imperator.
and we are good to go.
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Epidamnians. Okay, so perhaps we will strike there first. And here, let's try to keep the population happy.
Orders.
So I guess we need to hire these mercenaries as well. Perhaps we can send some troops to aid in the siege there.
Ambush.
And here,
Sir.
let's get at the very least the mercenaries and the cavalry moving.
General.
Okay, good. Perhaps we can get some reinforcements from here. Oh, there was that Neapoli, Sardinia.
Imperator. General. Engage the enemy. Besieging settlement, sir. Besieging settlement, sir. March. General. Besieging settlement,
Okay,
sir.
so I think we should be able to get that city next turn.
Onward. Sir. General. March. Orders. March.
And then let's take the settlement here with 2 defenders, Libyan light infantry. Let's make it auto-resolve.
Victory!
Oh, and it's rather a small settlement apparently. Well, some improvements are in order. And it's actually quite italic. So let's make sure it will stay as
Set
italic.
sail!
And perhaps we could take
General.
quite a bit of the troops with us.
Yes, Captain. Fleet ready.
Perhaps not quite as many, but
Imperator.
let's leave those. Okay, we are good to go. And then we had this Carthaginian outpost here,
Attack! Besieging
which we will
settlement, sir.
take
Besieging
next
settlement,
turn.
sir. Imperator.
Okay, looking good there. And we have a turn. Okay, Messana is growing. By the way, I think the condition for Marian reforms is that one settlement gets to huge city, but oh, we're actually quite close in Syracuse. Those reforms are actually not that far. Okay, Athens has been destroyed. Still the siege is going on in here. Perhaps they are looking for courage to attack. And here things are becoming more italic a bit by bit. So it shouldn't take too many turns for this to convert, and then it will trigger conversion there. Oh, are there some enemy spies? Perhaps there are. Well, in any case, let's get our foothold. Oh. Okay, it's Epirus city, but there are rather strong defenses. I'm not convinced that I want to attack there.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye, Captain.
But here, on the other hand,
Off the
we
boat.
should have
Imperator. Engage the
a
enemy.
nice target for
Besieging
us.
settlement, sir. Besieging settlement.
Communications disruption can mean only one thing.
And some
Invasion.
elephants, actually. Are these heavier than the Carthaginian ones we have? So it's 2 infantry. Let's take the elephants. Perhaps we get to use them. The siege is going on here. Siege is going on here as well. Illyria should fall rather easily. So basically, let's finish the turn. Oh, welcome to the faction here. Let's try to take that Greek city. Oh. Okay, so I guess if the Carthaginians won't be attacking, this is going to be the final battle. And we are going to get to use those elephants. So. The enemy reinforcements are coming from the back left. Let's try to take care of them first.
Await my orders.
So they will likely come from this direction.
Infantry. Units, move! General, units, move! Run! Quickly! Wait for my orders.
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought
Okay,
more
good.
men to the fight.
Unleash hell!
Oh, and the enemy army is approaching. Let's try to take care of these enemies here. Are these actually doing nothing?
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts! The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee!
Infantry! Cavalry! Run!
Oh. I didn't see that coming. Okay, good. And let's get these cavalry units here in position for a flanking maneuver. Oh, that's not good. Let's move against the archers there. Are they actually? Okay, good.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
And I think that's about it. Are they actually withdrawing?
The enemy show their true virtue.
Okay,
They are not
that was
soldiers.
quite a
They
defeat
fight
for the
rats
enemy.
running from our men.
And a nice start for our campaign in Greece.
The day is
Victory!
Okay, so basically this is going to be the final turn of this campaign or playthrough. Okay, we have some deficit in Croton
General!
and in Atria. Okay, with that additional governor we are actually changing the culture there to be Italic. So actually we don't need... Okay, so we have a spare character there, which is not very popular it seems. So we are kind of missing the final battle in this front. I'm not going to YOLO these battles here, but I think both of these settlements would fall quite easily. And also these rebel settlements would be relatively easy to take. And okay, so practically these 3 rebel settlements. And of course let's take that
At your service.
settlement in here. And we have some options in which to strike. Well, of course we would need to repair some of those and so on. But in any case, I think we have rather decent bridgehead here in Greece, or at least next to Greece. And with some additional mercenaries, we could reinforce the position quite well. At least these 3 cities would be rather easy to take, and we would be able to ferry reinforcements from southern Italy to this region rather easily. So I think this region here should be takeable with these troops, provided I can bring garrison forces from Italy. And of course some additional reinforcements. I think this front here is rather secure for the moment. We have a garrison army able to keep the enemies at bay. Here I think this settlement would fall. I won't be auto-resolving it, but after the siege this army would be victorious. And it seems we are able to Italianize this region a bit by bit, and that of course will improve the public order and so on. Here I think we would lose Kosira. Of course we would need to sally forth this or next turn latest. Let's see what kind of opposition we would have in here. So basically if we win, all of these armies, or at least these 2 armies, get destroyed. And practically if we lose, we get destroyed. And basically these elephants would be our kind of means for winning the battle. Of course the enemy has quite a lot of missile troops, so it would be quite difficult. And of course when the enemy takes the settlement, I think they will next move to Sicily, so we would have rather heavy fighting ahead of us here. So we have 65 provinces. In order to win, we would need to control 100, including... Oh. Let's hope. Yeah. So including all of these marked in here, and that would be quite a grind to get all of these. I mean, really. I think we would need to expand our area at least, let's say, 2-fold, 3-fold, 4-fold, 5-fold, and we just cannot take this kind of pockets here. So at least 6 or 7-fold, and I mean, it would take at least thrice the time I have spent at the moment.
Since I became Caesar, I've known 4 years without war.
But some concluding thoughts. Let's see if we can get rid of the fog of war. No. So, what kind of opposition we would still be facing? Some barbarian tribes north here. And at least some of them are relatively consolidated already, so this might actually be quite difficult. Spain is not consolidated yet, so it would be perhaps a bit easier to take. And then I think we would have won the war against Massilians relatively soon, because I think these guys at least were their enemies and their area is not that big anyway. Carthaginians, they do have that army concentration here, but that's pretty much everything they have. So I think Carthage could have been taken, at least at some point. And then let's see, perhaps our most difficult rivals. Well, these guys do have rather large area, but no settlements in Finland. That's a shame. Of course, there were not too many in ancient times, but in any case. So these guys have rather large areas, but I think they are pretty sparsely populated, so they might have difficulties concentrating forces against us. Then we have some things going on in Greece. So Macedon is doing rather well. They are fighting against, or rather, Boeotian League is fighting against Sparta. And I'm not certain against whom Macedon will be fighting. Well, that faction will be lost soon. And then here we have Pergamon having quite a lot of armies. I guess they will be able to take these areas here, or then not. But then we have Seleucids here, rather nice area. And then we have these, what are these guys? Parnai. Pretty sparsely populated, I guess. I don't know if they can take on Seleucids. Depends on how they can face the Egyptians, which have rather large concentration of cities here and looks pretty strong. And of course, it would seem that Egypt is rather easily defended, because, I mean, who would want to go through that desert to get to them? Okay, so some concluding thoughts about this mod. I think I would have really loved this one about 15 years ago.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
Or if I were 15 years younger, because then I would have had quite a bit more time for the grind in this kind of a modern campaign, and it would be really cool to micromanage everything and conquer for example, the whole map in here and see how it goes and so on. So kind of take on the challenge, but with limited time, I think the mod is a bit too time intensive. Of course, it's nice to have these cities here. It was a nice additional challenge to kind of get the finances going and so on. Of course, well, yeah, it's a bit of a two-edged sword that you have limited armies at your disposal, because you are surrounded by enemies and you will be waging wars on many fronts, most likely. So you will be needing armies, and then if you have only one proper army per front, and you are having, say, 3 fronts, losing that army in one front could cause quite a bit of difficulties, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It adds challenge. But I think kind of balancing the economy here so that those elite taxes would not be required, but that the buildings themselves would provide more farming income and more trade income would have been perhaps more nice, because then this meter here would have been accurate as well. I also think it's nice balancing factor in the economy that kind of tax income and trade income kind of affect each other. So you need to dedicate cities to trade or for farming, and that's kind of a nice addition. Of course, it takes some time to get grab of things, how these are working here and so on. And of course, the cultural conversion thing, with which I have been struggling quite heavily, especially in Sicily. So I don't know. It's kind of it's really time consuming, because for example here, I guess this means that there is 5 levels of Italic buildings here, but religious buildings are providing 0% of conversion here. So perhaps the system is not working currently, or I don't know what's the problem with it. But in any case, it's time consuming to try to switch the culture here, or perhaps I don't know how to do that. In any case, I think the conversion bonus should be a bit greater, and it would be nice to be able to kind of tear down these enemy culture bonuses. So that would bring a bit more pace to the cultural conversion. I get the historical point of view that you cannot produce Roman troops in a province that is not Roman and so on. And I think there is a nice idea behind that. But the pace is a bit too slow. I think there could be some ways to get more bonuses for that cultural conversion or something like that. At the moment, I think it's a bit too time consuming to manage all that. And I think that's pretty much about the campaign. It's nice that the general boosts troop movement. Perhaps the troops could move a bit faster. Of course, it's nice that the roads affect things and so on, but perhaps the troops could move on their own a bit faster pace. About the diplomacy here, it's nice that it's easy to secure trade agreements, and that I guess it's because of the vastness of the map that not all factions are declaring war instantaneously against you, but in some cases, for example here, I was allied with the boy and they just declared war just like that when we were engaged, I guess in Sicily, against Syracusans. So that was kind of a weird situation. Of course, it's very hard difficulty, so what can you expect, but I don't know. Perhaps there could have been kind of some deterioration of those relations before it came to full-scale war. And about the battles, I think they took a bit of a time to learn how to play them, but they are not that different from the battles of original Rome Total War Remastered. Of course, they are quite a bit slower paced. I guess it's because the troops have quite or really high defense ratings. So basically it means that two troops can be slugging at each other, say 10 minutes easily, especially if they both are heavily armored. So I think that's a good and bad thing. The pace of the battle kind of suffers from my perspective because I like a bit faster pace, but of course it adds a dimension to the battle so that you need to keep that time limit in mind, and it adds new options to winning the battles, capturing cities, defending cities and so on. So that's rather nice. About the AI capabilities, I mean, the Carthaginians here, this is not really right movements from the AI because they get stuck in here. Then on the other hand, had they moved, all of them moved here, I would be complaining that it's too difficult that the Carthaginians got 6 armies into my area and I only had 1 or 2 armies to defend and so on. So, I don't know, a bit of a balance here. And based on the reports and the campaign map here, the AI, or rather the different factions, are slugging it out between themselves, so that's nice. And at least some of the factions are consolidating power. So, for example, I think Egypt or Seleucids would be quite a difficult opponent in the endgame. But overall, I think this was really interesting experience. Feel free to share in the comment field below what do you think of the mod, based on your own gameplay or based on what you have seen in these videos. This is everything for today, so in the next campaign video we will be beginning a new campaign in Barbarian Invasion with Berbers, Goths or Huns based on the voting result at the moment. So, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day.
May the force be with you.
QualityOldGames out.